शुक्लांबरधरं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम्। अञ्जनानन्दनं वीरं जानकीशोकनाशनं कपीशमक्षहन्तारं वन्दे लङ्काभयङ्करं। नमोऽस्तु रामाय सलक्ष्मणाय देव्यै च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै। नमोऽस्तु रुद्रेन्द्रयमानिलेभ्यो नमोऽस्तु चन्द्रार्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः। वितरसि दिक्षुरणे दिक्पतिकमनीयं दशमुखमौलिबलिं रमणीयं केशवाधृतरामशरीर जय जगदीश हरे। ब्रह्मणा जनिहीनेन लोकानुग्रहदीक्षया रूपमङ्गीकृतं तेन श्रीकामकोटिजगद्गुरोः। नमः परमहंसास्वादितचरणकमलचिन्मकरन्दाय भक्तजनमानसनिवासाय श्रीरामचन्द्राय ॐ। Today is a very auspicious day on two counts. One of it is today's Snana Yatra of Jagannatha Puri. So they say Puri, it's not Puri or Chapati or anything, it's Jagannatha Puri, where they perform an elaborate ritual, a Snana ritual for Jagannatha, Balabhadra and Subhadra. And Jagannatha Puri Kshetra has a very important place in my life, very dear place in my life. So I remember Jagannatha and Jagannatha Puri itself. And then again today is, so already last month I told, so there is something called Chandramana and Chandramana and Sauramana, two calendars we follow from the lunar reckoning and the sun's reckoning. So these days people are celebrating the Jayanti of Paramacharya of Kanchipuram by two calendars. I don't know why, but then they are celebrating that way. But the original, or whatever, the Tamil calendar's birthday, which is perhaps the way it would have reckoned when he was born in his house, so that Jayanti is today. So I already spoke about him and his association with Ramanama. That story I already told last time when we were discussing Ramayana on the Chandramanena Jayanti of Paramacharya. Today is again his let's say Sauramanena Jayanti, which is the original Jayanti. So I also remember him. Of course, there is not much that I can newly tell you about him. He is well known for Veda Samrakshana, and of course he was Sakshat Ishvara, no doubt about it. So I remember both of them, and then we start today's Ramayana session. We are going to start with Trayodasha Sarga. So before that, as usual, I have some comments to make related to the Sarga. Today it's not going to be out of the topic or whatever. So we will see some interesting things in this sarga. I hope I'm audible. So we will see some interesting things in this sarga, which is that so 1 year has passed since the Ashwa was left. So 1 year has been completed. When they come back now and the Ashwa is brought back now, the actual Ashwamedha Yaga starts. I mean, this letting the Ashwa loose is also part of the Ashwamedha Yaga. Now the Yaga part of that Ashwamedha Yaga starts. Or whatever, even when the Ashwas let loose, there was Yaga done. Anyway, so the ritual proper starts now. So, and then as part of it, so Dasharatha will go to Vasishtha and request, now that 1 year has been finished, you please commence the Yaga. So, and then there's an elaborate description about the preparations for the Yaga itself. So what all has to be done is discussed here. So there are some things that we can learn, very relevant for contemporary times. By the way, in this sarga you will find some quotable quotes. I will try to point out something that I found quotable. So you might want to highlight them too. So quotable quotes you will find some in this sarga. We will see Vasishtha. So this entire sarga is Vasishtha's Vaibhava. You can see that way. Vasishtha speaks and gives a lot of instructions. And in contemporary, so some economic samskara I'm trying to bring in. I usually don't say these things, I mean, but then because the context has come, I'm saying. So in contemporary times, there is something to learn on for economic policy and things like that. So you will see that in this sarga, Vasishtha gives a lot of instructions, specific instructions to people, that you should do like this, you should do like that, you should invite them, you should make these preparations and things like that. So you will see that. So this is one way of. Is it the same problem with Prasadji also? So
No, my side it is fine.
Okay, so what we see is a lot of spending. So this is equal to the public expenditure that we speak about today. So when government has to spend, there will be some time. So I'm also a student of what is called as neoclassical economics. So where we posit a very limited role for the government. In fact, we posit no role for the government except like the basic whatever stuff. So, but then there come times when government spending becomes necessary to push the economy towards growth, like the current times that we are in, where the economy is disturbed because of the lockdown. Conventional economics says that government has to pump in actual money so that the economic activity carries on. This is called Keynesian economics. So there was one James Keynes. So and it started from him that government has a large role to play in at least in such times. So today we see at least Indian government is taking policies which are long term oriented, much welcome policies. But at such times, conventional economics wisdom says that you have to take short term measures also. At least you have to take short term measures, which is in terms of pumping in cash. And how does government pump in cash? One way that people today are demanding is you just send cash to people, give them in their bank accounts. And other ways to government has to actually spend cash and make some expenditure. Government has to, let's say, build things and things like that, and that's how money gets pumped into the economy. That is what we will see Dasharatha and Dasharatha doing in this sarga. Because of all this yaga, a lot of money is spent, and that induces the economy. So what it's called a stimulus. So the government gives a stimulus. So just to make one final comment on the contemporary scenario, government seems to be taking some non-conventional steps, which is, I mean, it's welcome. It's the government's prerogative. They can take non-conventional steps, but when you take non-conventional steps, it is also incumbent upon you to tell why are you diverging from the conventional economic thought. You can diverge, but give out the reasons. Why are you diverging? What is there in your vision? Such things are required, because otherwise people will speculate, and speculation is bad. In a general sense, it's bad for the economy. Anyway, so that is about contemporary things. But you will see here in this sarga, uh, so in this sarga, you will see that Dasharatha, a lot of spending is being done through the yaga. I mean, because of the yaga, a lot of activities are undertaken, and because of that, there is a lot of spending. I thought I will draw some parallel to the current scenario, and this is the reason why perhaps it strikes me that so kings used to undertake construction of huge temples and things like that. So that huge project, like in Tamil Nadu, you will see in the Tanjore belt, you will see huge temples. Each village will have a huge temple. When you take up projects of that scale, then obviously a lot of money gets spent and a lot of economic activity is spurred or whatever. So that kind of activity you will see in in this sarga today. I thought I will say that, and then we will. I mean, I thought I will give that kind of a perspective to the sarga that we are seeing. That is a lot of money is spent by the king, and maybe that is also the reason why Ashwamedha Yaga is supposed to be the greatest of all yagas. Lord, I mean, so there is no papa which Ashwamedha Yaga does not nullify. Such kind of statements are there. So that's because a lot of punya karma is done. I mean, so literally Vasishta tells that you invite everybody on earth. So if he's a mere human being, that's enough for him to be invited to this yaga. So when they invite him, they do a lot of satkara, a lot of atithyam is given, food is distributed, and things like that. So because of that, a lot of people are given food and clothing and shelter and things like that. So maybe that's also one of the reasons why. That's one of the tangible reasons that why we can understand that Ashwamedha Yaga is considered the greatest of yaga, because all other yagas are not so universal as Ashwamedha Yaga itself. Of course, Shruti does not. If Shruti is positing something, it has to be an adrishta. What should I say? Phalam should be there, not just the local phalam that we see. Otherwise, there is no role for Shruti itself. We see that's the conventional answer anyway, conventional kind of viewpoint. So we will enter into Trayodasha Sargaha. पुनः प्राप्ते वसन्ते तु पूर्णसंवत्सरो भवत् प्रसवार्थं ततो यष्टुं हयमेधे न वीर्यवान् अभिवाद्य वसिष्ठं च न्यायतः प्रतिपूज्य च अब्रवीत् प्रश्रितं वाक्यं प्रसवार्थं द्विजोत्तमम्. So punah prapte vasante tu. So vasanta has come again. So what does that mean? Vasanta has come again means purna samvatsaro bhavat. That means vasanta has come again means one full year has completed. So one full year has completed since the last Vasanta. That means, of course, so one Vasanta to another Vasanta season takes 1 year. So Prasavartham. So now that 1 year has completed, so what happens now? Prasavartham tato yashtum hayamedhena viryavan Dasharatha. So the Dasharatha Prasavartham, for the sake of son, hayamedhane yashtum. So tataha means thereafter, after 1 year has been completed, this Dasharatha, for the sake of For sake of begetting children, he wants to do Hayamedha Yaga, and for that sake, he is going to do something. What is he doing? He is going to go to Vasishtha. He goes to Vasishtha. That goes to Vasishtha part is not there. You have to add it here. So Vasishtam Gatva. So to Vasishtha Ashramam Gatva, to having gone to Vasishtha's ashrama, what does he do? Abhivadya Vasishtham cha Nyayatah Pratipujya cha Abravit Prashritam Vakyam Prasavartham Dujottamam Abhivadya Vasishtham. So he goes and does pranama to Vasishtha. So Abhivadya here, so you can see in today when you are doing pranama, so it's something called pravara. So you decide the pravara. So Abhivadaye and things like that, you say it starts like that, Abhivadaye. That means I am doing pranama to you. So that's precisely what Dasharatha is perhaps doing. So Abhivadya Vasishtham Nyayataha Pratipujya. So as befits the stature or whatever role that your own guru has, and then he's also your purohita. So that status, I mean, according to that status, Dasharatha worships him also. Pratipujya Abravit Prashritam Vakyam. So these what should I say? These affectionate words. So Vinaya Yuktam. So Prashritam means very humble words. Dasharatha tells. To whom is he telling these words? To that Vasishtha, Dvijottama Vasishtha, to that great Dvija Vasishtha. Dasharatha is telling these words. What is he saying? Yajno me kriyatam brahman yathoktam muni pungava yathana vignah kriyante yajnangeshu vidhiyatam. So yajno me kriya, so my yajna please do, so please initiate. So it seems, so like I told you, Govindaraja goes into details of Shruti about this Ashwamedha Yaga, and then he quotes Bhatta Bhaskara and things like that. So it seems once this Ashwamedha Yaga has been initiated, once the horse has been let loose, now the Yajaman, the person who's doing the Yaga, the Karta, which is Dasharatha here, does not have that independence anymore. Now he has to live a life of vrata in which he does not initiate things by himself. His purohita does things for him. Something like that. Some discussion is there. So according to that, so in keeping with that, Dasharatha goes to Vasishtha and asks him, please start. So yajno me kriyatam, please start so do my yaga. That means start the yaga. Brahman, hey Brahman, hey Brahman means hey Jnani or hey Brahmana Vasishtha, yathoktam. So as it has been laid down in the scriptures, like that. That's so according to that, please start my yajna. Muni Pungava, hey greatest amongst munis. Yatha navighna kriyante yajnangeshu vidhiyatam. So you perform the yaga in such a way that these Brahmarakshasas don't create any vighnas. So yatha vignaha na kriyante. So as vignas are not done, by whom it is not done, that's not mentioned. You have to bring in Brahmarakshasas and others. So they create some vignas in the yaga. So see to it that the yajna is performed in such a way that these vignas are not created. And then vignas are created to what? To the small details of the yaga. So yajnanga, like I told you yesterday. So there is this Ashwamedha is the yaga in itself, and then that's the Angi, and then there are some Angas to that. So there are some parts which form the whole Ashwamedha yaga itself. So these Brahmarakshasas go and affect those parts of the yaga. So you have to do like this, you have to do like that, you have to do this, you have to do that. All those things will be there. So they are the Angas, and these Brahmarakshasas will come and affect those Angas itself. So of course you can also take Yajnanga here is so let me finish this line and I will tell you that. So like these Brahmarakshasas don't create vignas to these Yajnanga, you can say the parts that comprise the Ashwamedha Yaga, or you can take the horse itself. So like that, Vidhiyatam, please perform the Yaga in such a way that these vignas are not caused. So is there a modern equivalent to Brahmarakshasas? So there is two ways to approach this question. So I am tempted to give an answer, kind of, which I already mentioned earlier. There you will always see people who are finding faults in what we are doing. So those people you can take as Brahmarakshasas. But otherwise, if you take the traditional conventional answer, there is nothing called a modern Brahmarakshasa or whatever olden time Brahmarakshasa. So what Shruti is telling, if Shruti is telling that there is someone called so there are people like Brahmarakshasas who are ready to eat upon any defective yaga, then those Brahmarakshasas are always there. Okay, so and then there are reasons why people become Brahmarakshasas. So a Brahmana becomes a Rakshasa because of some sin that he commits, then some papa that he commits, so then he becomes a Brahmarakshasa. That's the meaning. If you ask me what's the modern whatever meaning of Brahmarakshasa, then I'm tempted to say that these people who find faults in everything that we do. So you should, I mean, it's good to point out when you are defective, but you should point it out in a nice way. So that's what even the next shloka Dasharatha will tell that about Vasishtha. So you should be very kind and affectionately point out, not in the sense of making that person feel guilty about the fault that has been committed. Because once fault is committed, it is, even the person itself will know that a fault has been committed and creates a lot of guilt. That you should not add to it. Such people may be taken as Brahma Rakshasas. But otherwise, traditionally, the traditional answer, or whatever the what should I say, theoretically correct answer is that these Brahma Rakshasas are always there. If Shruti says that there are Brahma Rakshasas, then Brahma Rakshasas will be there always. So, and then Dasharatha is telling further, Bhavan snigdhas suhrin mahyam guruscha paramo mahan vodhavyo bhavata chaiva bharo yajnasya chodyataha. So, Bhavan mahyam suhrit, so you are my friend, so you are my well-wisher. Suhrit means well-wisher. And then snigdha, so what kind of a well-wisher you are? You can also say paramo guruhu, so you are the greatest amongst my gurus. That means there are people who, so there are people who guide me in things, and you are the greatest of all those whatever guides that I have. But then you are also snigdha, you are affectionate. So snigdha means one who is concerned about you and then expresses that concern in a affectionate way. I mean, he's not, like I told, he's not there to induce more guilt into you. So such kind of, like I told this even earlier in some sessions back in Taittiriya Upanishad, you have this. ये तत्र ब्राह्मणाः सम्मर्षिणः युक्ता अयुक्ताः aluksha brahma kama syuhu. So that aluksha is what? Snigdha. So aluksha means aruksha. You should not be very hurtful in the way you are pointing out to defects. It's your duty as purohita to organize, conduct the yaga properly, but then when defects are being there, you should very nicely. And Vasishtha actually speaks like that. You will see in this sarga. So he is very kind. He says nobody should be hurt. You should give respect to everybody. Nobody is not unworthy of respect. Such things Vasishtha is going to say in the sarga. So let's see if we will reach that today itself or maybe next session. I don't know, but we will see some statements like that. So snigdha, very affectionate you are, and then paramo guruhu, so you are the greatest amongst my guru, and then mahan, therefore you are worthy of being respected by everybody. Vodhavyaha bhavata chaiva bharaha yajnasya bharaha vodhavya. Even by you, this yajna's bhara, or the weight of the yajna, that is an elaborate yaga. There is a lot of things to do. You should also take up the bhara of it. That is you should also means that. So of course you are a great guru, so you will have sishyas. Not only you are instructing your sishyas to do like this, but you should also take it up upon yourself. This Vasishtha will do, but then it's his duty to also request Vasishtha to do like that. So Udyataha means yajna. So this yajna that has been taken up by me, so that the bhara of that even you should take upon you. And then you are, because you are guruhu, so there is some kind of a pun here. You can say guru is somebody who is very heavy. Of course Vasishtha is a tapasvi, so there is no, maybe I don't know, but then anyway, so guruhu means one who is heavy. So because you are heavy, you can also take up the burden. So vodhavyaha means you should also take up the burden. So it should be taken upon by you also, such kind of thing. So tatheti cha rajanam abravit dvijasattamah karishye sarvamevai tad bhavata yat samarthitam. तो तथेति च राजानम अब्रवीत द्विजसत्तमः, that Vasishtha Dvija, that great Dvija Vasishtha. So he tells that Raja tatha means, like I told, tatha means actually like that. So literally it means like that. So even in Telugu these days, I mean Telugu, when we speak, we say alage means what? Tatha. So tatha literal translation is alage means like that only. So appadidan, so something like that. And then so tatha, so that's how they used to speak. When you have to agree to something, then you say tatha. So today, when in Laukika Samskritam that we speak today, they say evam. When you see these shastrarthas and things like that, you will see that the person who's sitting as the whatever questioner or in the audience, they keep saying evam means like that. So like this. So tatha means like that. Anyway, so tatha means definitely we will do. That's the intention. The literal meaning means like that. So tatheti cha rajanam. So to that Raja, that Sattama says, okay, definitely I will do like that. Karishye sarvamevaitat bhavatayat samarthitam. I will do all that has been. So samarthitam means samartha means, so samarthitam means here, so samyak prarthitam, what has been rightly and very nicely requested by you, I will do accordingly. That's what he is telling. Karishye sarvamevaitat. So all that has been requested by you, I will do. No, it's not like that. So you can see that even Sumantra says tatha. You can see that Vasishtha also says tatha. Tatha just means yeah, okay, definitely. So it's not a kind of blessing. I'm showing like this. That doesn't mean blessing. It just means that this means yeah, okay, I will do like that. So it's some kind of an acceptance, approval. So it's a statement of approval or whatever. So acceptance or approval, such a word it is. ततो ब्रवीद् द्विजान् वृद्धान् यज्ञकर्मसु निष्ठितान् स्थापत्ये निष्ठितांश्चैव वृद्धान् परमधार्मिकान् कर्मान्तिकान् शिल्पकारान् वर्धकीन् खनकानपि गणकान् शिल्पिनश्चैव तथैव नटनर्तकान् तथा शुचीन् शास्त्रविदः पुरुषान् बहुश्रुतान् यज्ञकर्म समीहान्तं भवन्तो राजशासनात्. So now Vasishtha takes up the responsibility on him, and then he starts giving out detailed instructions. And whom all is he giving instructions? So see what are the kind of professions that get benefited when a yaga like this is being performed. So he is telling Tato Abravit. Thereafter, after telling Dasharatha, yes, definitely I will do accordingly. Then this Dvija, so this Vasishtha is telling Abravit. What is he telling? So he is going to tell ultimately in the 8th shloka. That's what he is going to tell. Yajna karma samihantam bhavanto rajashasana. So he is telling, he is going to tell that all of you. So samihanta means, so may it be taken upon you, upon all of you, that you have to do all the things that is required for the yajna karma samihantam bhavantaha. So by you, please, may it be taken upon yourself, may it be rightly done by all of you, Rajashasana, because this is the order of the king, may it be done by all of you. So whom all he is addressing, this is the long list here. So Dvija Vrindan, so Dvija Vrindan means the assemblage or host of all the brahmanas that are there, he's addressing all of them. So he's calling all of them and then telling that all of you do accordingly. So Dvija Vrindan, great brahmanas, and then Yajna karma sunishtitan can be an adjective to those Dvija Vrinda, but then you can also say Yajna karma sunishtitan means those who have been appointed by Dasharatha for the sake of this yaga. There are some specific people who Dasharatha has appointed, that you are, some kind of a caretaker for this yaga. So you are responsible for doing all that has been, all instructions that are being given. You are responsible for taking those steps. So sthapatye nishthitanshcheva, sthapatya is so architecture. So sthapatya vidya is there. So sthapati means a sculptor. So sthapatye nishthitanshcheva. So sthapatya vidya itself is a big shastra. And then there are people who study that shastra. They are called sthapatis. So sthapatye nishthitan means they are experts in that sthapatya vidya. So he is addressing them. Why is this sthapati required? Why is the architect required? Because there are various things that has to be constructed for the sake of the yaga. He's going to tell you. So you construct buildings, you construct these, you construct that. Vasishtha is going to tell. For that sake, these people are required. And then Vruddhan, Paramadharmikan. So Vruddhan, elders. Why are they required? One of the Tikakaras says because they have seen these yagas being performed earlier also. So they have some experience. So when a doubt comes as to how this is to be performed, if there is an elder who has seen that being performed already, so then they will consult him and he will give his kind of opinion which he has seen firsthand. So those Vruddhan are required, and Paramadharmikan is So Paramadharmikan can be taken an adjective for all these people or for these Vruddhan. So not just anybody, any elder, but elders who are very dharmic people, such people. And then Karmantikan means, so this Karmantikan comes again in the Sarga. Karmantikan means those people who see to the conclusion of the karma. So they are being described as the Sevakas. So those people who are they are somebody who who supervise the instructions, and there are somebody who actually kind of so implement them, actually work upon them. So those are those karmantikas. There is a joke. That joke is always there in my childhood. People used to say, so who built Taj Mahal? So if you ask who built Taj Mahal, they say Shah Jahan built Taj Mahal, but the answer is wrong. So the workers appointed by Shah Jahan built Taj Mahal. So those workers are these karmantikas. So karmantikan are those people. And then Shilpakaran are people. So if you take sthapatis as, there are going to come three words here. So Shilpi, Shilpakara and Sthapati. So you have to give three meanings for this. Actually, all three mean sculptors in some way. So you have to give three meanings. So Sthapati you can take as architect, and these Shilpakaras are people who you can take as sculptor, and then these Shilpis you can take as painters. That's how some of the Tikakaras are saying. So all these three people are required. So these Shilpakaras are required because the Yajna Vedis have to be constructed in particular way. And then architects are also required because because so many people will come, you have to dig wells and things like that. So these people are required. And then Shilpakaras are required because, like I just said, lot of things have to be constructed for the sake of the yaga itself. So some technical things have to be constructed. So those people are required. and then Vardhakin. So Vardhaki, so these Vardhakis are carpenters. So why are they required? Because again there are things, implements that have to be so newly and nicely made for the sake of yaga. So the sruk, sravam and things like that. Those ladles, those spoons which are used for the yaga. So those things have to be made, and other things. So the Upastambha has to be made. So the sacrificial post to which the animal is tied and things like that. So those things have to be made. So for that you need carpenters. And then Khanakanapi. These Khanakas are so literally it means so miners, so something like that. So miner means MINER, miners. So people who dig things. So why are they required? Because a lot of construction activity, and like I said, you have to dig out wells and things like that. And then in the Yajna Bhumi, they decided, right, on the northern banks of Sarayu, they have to lay out that Yajna Bhumi. So for that sake, some miners or diggers are required. So these are Khanakas. And then Ganaka literally means one who counts. So these Ganakas are astrologers. So these people are there because they have to calculate the time, at what time this has to be performed. So the vidhis are there. For that these Ganakas are required. And then Shilpinaha. So Shilpis, like I said, so one of the Tikakaras are telling, these are people who make those paintings and things like that, not just for beautification, but even some kind of altar paintings are required. So those people are, so for the sake of Yajna Vedi, some paintings are required. These people do that. Tathaiva Nata Nartakan. So these Nata and Nartaka. So Nata Nartaka. So two are there. So it means these actors. So these Nata and Nartaka. So the common understanding is Nata are actors and Nartakas are dancers. So somebody gave a nice kind of meaning here. I'm trying to, yeah, I've got it. So Nata Nartaka means, so Rasabhinaya Kartaraha Nataha, and then Bhavabhinaya Kartaraha Nartakaha. So people who bring out rasas of whatever the theme that is going on, that people who bring out the rasa are natas. So they are actors. And then people who bring out the bhava, or the what are the kind of emotion, they nicely so through mudras and things like that, they perform, and those people are called nartakas. So interestingly, Bharata Muni, so we have pramanas, right? In Vedanta we accept 6 pramanas. So there are some additional pramanas which other shastra people accept. So Bharata Muni accepts abhinaya as a pramana. So this dancer, he or she who's dancing on the stage, so that dancer performs some kind of, she performs some mudra, and then you understand, oh, this person is showing Varahavatara. So she performs some other mudra, then you say, okay, she's showing Matsyavatara. So how do you know? She's not telling Matsyavatara, and then you don't see Matsyavatara there. You see this dancer, and then there's no costume dance, so in certain forms there are no costume dance, and then dance forms like Kathakali and things like that, some kind of costume is there. So Kirata Arjuniyam, a famous theme in Kathakali dance, you will see that, so there is a costume for Arjuna. So but in other dance forms there's no costume, but still when she's telling Arjuna, you are able to see Arjuna, she's trying to enact Arjuna, and you are able to find out how, because of this pramana called abhinaya means enactment roughly. So Bharata Muni says that is one kind of pramana. So these Nata Nartakas are people who are actors and dancers. And then Tatha Shuchin Shastra Vidaha. So these Shuchin are people who are clean. So they have certain kind of mental and physical cleanliness about them. Such people are there. Shastra Vidaha. So Shastra Vidas are required. So they are the ones who tell what's the Vidhi, what is to be performed, how is to be performed. And then Purushan Subahushrutan. So Subahushrutan Purushan, these people, so Bahushrutan means people who have studied a lot. So I think this came earlier also. So Bahushrutan, you can take Bahudha Shrutan, Bahubhihi Shrutan. They have heard from many people, and they have heard many times. And then the Subahushrutan means, so Subahushrutan means more and more. So the Su adds this more to this Bahu. So Bahu itself means much, many, and then the Su is adding even more. So they are people who studied so much. So such kind of people are also addressed to by Vasishta. And then what is he actually saying? Yajna karma samihantam bhavanto rajasasanat. So like I said, so yajna karma samihantam. So you please do as is required for the sake of this yaga. You please do, because this is the order of the Raja. And then he gives some kind of specific instructions also in the next shlokas. So Ishtaka bahusahasri shighramaniyatamithi upakarya kriyantan charagno bahugunan vitaha brahmana vasathashchaiva kartavya shatashashubhaha bhakshanna panair bahubhi samupeta sunishtitaha तथा पौरजनस्यापि कर्तव्याश्च सुविस्तराः आगतानां सुदूराच्च पार्थिवानां पृथक् पृथक् वाजिवारणशालाश्च तथा शय्यागृहाणि च भटानां महदावासा वैदेशिकनिवासिनाम् आवासा बहुभक्ष्या वै सर्वकामैरुपस्थिताः तथा पौरजनस्यापि जनस्य बहुशोभनम्. So he is giving a list. So what all you have to do? So ishtaka bahusahasi shighram anayatam. So iti means thus he says. So Vasishta is telling ishtaka means bricks. So bahusahasri, many thousands of bricks. So shighram anaya, please get quickly. So that is you have to. So this is a large scale yaga. So a lot of construction has to be done, and then these ishtakas are also required for the yajna vedi. So how yajnas performed is, so they kind of construct a. So for yagas, particular yagas are particular formations of the yajna vedi. So where the fire is lighted and things like that. So for Shena yaga and things like that. So you have to build a Garuda kind of altar, and such things are there. So you have to, for that you need these bricks, and how many bricks have to be kept and how they have to be baked, in what form they should be there. All these things are mentioned, and it's an art in itself. So for that sake you get many bricks, and then he's going to say construct buildings and all that. Even for that you need bricks. So shighram anatam, get quickly, because there's no time, it has to be done quickly. And then upakarya kriyantan cha ragno bahugunan vitaha. So upakarya means buildings for the sake of king. Ragnyaha upakaryaha means the buildings for the sake of this king Dasharatha. So kriyantam, please do bahugunan vitaha, and those buildings should be very attractive. It should have a lot of gunas. I mean, as in it should be very sophisticated. And then bahugunas also includes, it has to have nice kitchens and places like that, because he's a king, and then the king's family will be there, and they prefer very nice food and things like that. So this bahugunan vitaha, tikakaras are telling nice food should be there. So I am adding it should be sophisticated with many kind of facilities and things like that, like the such buildings you build. And then, so why am I adding sophistication? Because food is being added later specifically. So I'm trying to give another meaning. So brahmana vasathashchaiva kartavya shatasha shubhaha. So brahmana vasathaha, that means so buildings for the sake of these brahmanas to say. So these brahmanas will be there. Many brahmanas will come for the sake of performing the yaga. So for their sake, so many buildings you have to build. So shatashaha in hundreds, and shubhaha, very auspicious kind of buildings you build, so that avasataha means dwelling places. So these people come there, and they have to stay for a long time. So for their sake construct these dwelling places. And then bhakshanna panair bahubhihi samupeta sunishtitaha. So these people, so these buildings, how should they be? They should be bhakshanna panaihi samupetaha, bahubhihi bhakshanna panaihi samupeta. So bhaksha is something that you eat, and then annapana. So bhaksha is a general term for whatever you eat, and then annapanaihi, through food and then water. So these things should be well provided for in those buildings. Bahubhihi samupeta. So there should be many resources for these things, and sunishtitaha. So very nicely placed in the building. I mean, where it is required, there it has to be placed. तथा पौरजनस्यापि कर्तव्याश्च सुविस्तराः. Not only for these brahmanas who are coming for the yaga and for the king, you should make these buildings, and also facilities to eat and drink and drink means drink water. So eat and drink. So you have to make facilities even for the citizens who are coming from Ayodhya. So for them you have to make paurajanasyapi. And then agatanam suduracha parthivanam pruthak pruthak, and many kings will come from many places. For them separately, pruthak pruthak, for them also you build these buildings. So agatanam suduracha, from far away places these kings will come. For their sake also you build separate buildings. And then vajivarana shalascha tatha shayyagrahanicha bhatanam mahadavasa. So these kings won't come all alone, they will come in by elephants, they will come by horses, and they will come by their own sainikas and things like that. So even for them you have to provide. See how detailed instructions Vasishta is giving. So vaji means horse, and then varana is elephant. So shala means resting places for these vaji and varana. So horse place is called stable. I don't know what elephant staying place is called. So vaji varana shala you build. And then shayyagrahanicha bhatanam shayyagrahanicha, for these soldiers with which these kings from faraway places come. For their sake you also have to build resting places where these people will sleep. Shayyagraha means place where they sleep. And then mahadavasa means so big kind of buildings for these people to stay. So that you have to build. Vaideshika nivasinam, these people are coming from from another country, so you should give them extra respect. You should see that their comforts are being nicely met with. And then avasa bahubhakshya vai sarvakamayirupasthitaah tatha paurajanasyapi janasya bahushobhanam. So avasa, these houses, how should they be? They should be bahubhakshya. So they should have lot of food for these people to be eaten. So bahubhakshya avasa, these avasas should be a place where lot of food is available. And then sarva kamai upasthitaah, all that is desired by these people who are coming, all those things should be there already. So even before they ask, those things should be readily available in those houses. Like that you do. For whom? For these people who are coming from faraway countries. And not just for them, tatha paurajanasyapi. So even for our citizens, Ayodhya people, even for their sake, you should build houses in such a way that food and all other facilities are very nicely available. And then janasya, paurajana is people who are, so you can take people of the city, and this jana you can take people in general. So other people from the villages and people who come from other kingdoms, who are, even for their sake, you have to nicely bahushobhanam, very beautiful to see it should be, and you have to build like that. So you can see the kind of instructions that Vasishtha is giving. So when these huge yagas are performed, especially when our Telangana chief minister, so when Telangana was formed, so he decided that he will do something called Ayuta Chandi Yaga, and then for that sake he built huge kind of Yajnashala, and then places for these Brahmanas to stay, and place for these Brahmanas to all assemble and recite the Chandi and things like that. So that you can see something like this also happened there. Now this is one of the quotable quotes that I was talking about, this first half of 14 shloka. दातव्यमन्नं विविध विधिवत् सत्कृत्य न तु लीलया सर्वे वर्णा यथा पूजां प्राप्नुवन्ति सुसत्कृताः न चावज्ञा प्रयोक्तव्या कामक्रोधवशादपि. So datavyam annam vidhivat satkritya natu leelaya. This is the quotable quote that I was talking about. So annam, whatever food you are giving, you should give it with great respect. Annam vidhivat satkritya datavyam. You should give food by vidhivat means according to whatever the rules are there. Vidhi shastrokta vidhi is there. With that vidhi satkritya means with great respect towards those people whom you are giving that food, you should give like that. And natu leelaya, you should not give it in a slighting way. I mean, as in, so Tikakara telling, don't look at it as though this is a great mela, a great utsava is happening, so I am just feeding these people. No, you have to look upon them that this I am feeding them food, and that will give me heaven. With such as a kind of such attitude, you should give food. Tikakaras are telling. And then of course in Taittiriya Upanishad, so Shraddhaya Deyam, Ashraddhaya Deyam, so those mantras are there. By with Shraddha you have to give, and you should not give without Shraddha. So both these things Vasishtha is telling. So this is one of the quotable quotes. Datavyam annam vidhivat satkritya natu leelaya. You should give food with great respect and with great kind of reverence to the person that you are giving, and not in a slighting way. Leelaya means in a slighting way. सर्वे वर्णा यथा पूजां प्राप्नुवन्ति सुसत्कृताः. So you have to so as is so as fits each person according to their varna, you have to give them that kind of respect. And then he's telling the next line, nachavagnya prayoktavya kamakrodha vashadapi. You should, this is also another quotable quote, nachavagnya prayoktavya kamakrodha vashadapi. So you should not do anything which disrespects the person of any varna. So such acts you should not do. And then why do you do such acts? Because we are in the hold of some kind of krodha, some kind of irritation is there, a lot of activities happening, and then these small things you generally don't want to pay much attention because you think it is a routine thing. No, you should not do like that. So, and then you have some other work calling. So kama krodha vashat. So kama vashat, krodha vashat, be whatever reason, you should not be slighting towards anybody. So nachavagnya prayoktavya kama krodha vashadapi. So I am tempted to make an observation here, an incident which my mother told me she witnessed. So there was some, I don't want to take names and things like that, there was some celebration being made close by from my house here. So there is a place here near my house called Kauta Swarajya Vihar. It's a very historical place in the sense that so it's a place where Paramacharya of Kanchipuram stayed. He did, I think, a Chaturmasyam also, I think. And then even Abhinav Vidyatirtha Mahaswamigal also stayed. I think he also did a Chaturmasyam there. I don't know. But they stayed here. So their photos and things, details are there. So of course, in different times they stayed. So this happened in that place. So there was some big puja being performed, and after the puja, people were fed food. And then my mother sat on the chair and things like that, and then beside her one young boy about my age perhaps came and sat. And then there was a person who was what should I say, coordinating in the puja. So he came about and he told that I mean, even to say, I mean, I'm feeling so, what should I say, shameful to say, I am a person with such views. So if you have contrary views to this, perhaps you should excuse me, but I'm taking the occasion and saying. So he says that only brahmanas will be fed first, and after brahmanas eat, all other people should eat later. This he has been saying and coming. And then this boy sitting beside me, beside my mother, so he told that to him also, and then that person immediately got up and went back. So already it was 1:30 or 2 in the afternoon. There's a lot of hunger in everybody. And then he came and sat, and that person who came and sat, he specifically, this organizer made him get up and go. So my mother said, I was hungry myself, otherwise I would have gone also with that boy, because it's a little disturbing. How can you say person who has all, and then food has been already, I mean, the leaves have been served, this guy already sipped some water and things like that. Such a person you make him get up and go. It's, so these things are, I mean, it's not desirable. You should not do these kind of things. And then you should appreciate that boy. So that boy, when he came and announced that brahmanas, non-brahmanas, please go and stand there, after these people eat, then we will feed you. He could have always said, I'm a brahmana, and then continued eating. He didn't do it. He just immediately got up and went away. It's not like people can then come and check that are you a brahmana or not. So these things should be avoided. I mean, anyway, so prasanganu prasanga, this is, I made a statement, but Vasishta is telling you should not do any such activity which slights people. uh, then yajna karmasu ye vyagraha पुरुषा शिल्पिनस्तथा तेषामपि विशेषेण पूजा कार्या यथा क्रमम यज्ञ कर्मसु ये व्यग्राः पुरुषाः. In this, people who are engaged in the activity of yajnas, you know, there will be people who come to witness. These citizens and all will come and see how the yaga is proceeding. So they are audience, and then they, of course, if it's time to eat, they will go and eat wherever food is available. But there are people who will be immersed in the yaga, so they might not even think about their food and things like that. So you should not forget them. You should even keep them in mind, and even to them you have to do this seva. Yajna karmasu ye vyagraha purushaha, those who are busy, engaged in the yajna work. And then also the shilpinaha, these people who are, so shilpinaha, you should include all this list of people who gave. So they are people who already did their work, and now that yaga has started, so the contribution that they have made is over, but don't forget them. Tesham api visheshena puja karya. So to them also you should do, specifically keep them in mind, and then invite them when it's time to eat or when it's time to give something. Keep them in mind, invite them, and do whatever has to be done. Then yatha kramam, Tikakara is telling, means according to age. So elders you worship first, elders you feed first, and then young people you feed later. येस्यु सम्पूजिताः सर्वे वसुभिर्भोजनेन च यथा सर्वं सुविहितं न किंचित् परिहीयते तथा भवन्तः कुर्वन्तु प्रीतियुक्तेन चेतसा. So येस्यु सम्पूजिताः सर्वे, so in what way everybody becomes well respected, like that you do. That is what Vasishta is telling. Yesu sampujita sarve. So through what means everybody becomes well kind of attended to. And how does one feel well attended to? Vasishta is telling, so vasubhihi bhojanena, through money. So give them nice danam. Vasu means actually wealth, so vasu means give them money. And then bhojanena, bhojana is food. So take care of their monetary requirements, give them very, what should I say, lavishly. You give them money and then give them food also. If you give that food and money, then everybody becomes kind of well taken care of. So do like that. Yatha sarvam suvihitam nakinchit parihiyate tatha bhavantah kurvantu preetiyuktena chetasa. So do in such a way that everything becomes very nicely done as it is ordained. In that way it is done. So do like that. Suvihitam yatha, so like that you do. Yatha sarvam suvihitam, like that you do. Kurvantu. And nakinchit parihiyate. So he's telling, don't take anything for granted. Don't leave about anything. Don't take anything for, like I said, for granted. So every task is important, and don't give up on anything. Everything with great respect you do. Tatha bhavantah kurvantu. So he's instructing all these people who he has called these artisans and things like that. So he's telling you do like this. And then he's saying preeti yuktena chetasa, with lot of preeti, a lot of a smile on your face, and with happiness you do. Tikakara is very nicely saying preeti yuktena means you should do in such a way that you would do to me. Vasishta is telling the same kind of respect that you give to me, that respect you should give them also. See, this is Vasishta's kind of magnanimity with which he's speaking. So Preeti Yuktena Chetasa, you do like you have Preeti in me, with that same Preeti you do to them also. So you carry out these instructions because of Preeti in me also. That's also a meaning. So tatas sarve samagamya vasishtamidam abruvan yatheshtam tat suhitam na kinchit parihiyate यथोक्तं तत् करिष्यामो न किंचित परिहास्यते. So tatah, thereafter, after listening to Vasishta's words, so sarve samagamya, so all these people, they assemble together at one place and then they tell these following words to Vasishta. What do they say? Yatheshtam tat suvihitam na kinchit parihiyate. So what is desirable and what has been ordered by you, it is well known in the Shastras that we have to do like this, and then specifically you have also asked us to do, so we will do it nicely according to the scriptures injunctions. We will do them, and then nakinchit parihiyate, we will not take anything for granted. So that also nakinchit parihasyate, we will see to it that nothing is taken for granted or nothing is left over. Yathoktam karishyamaha. So these things are suvihitam, and then yatheshtam. So these people, it is well known. This is there in the scriptures, and then you have also spoken it. Yatha uktam, you have spoken it. So tat karishyamaha, we will do accordingly. Nakinchit parihasyate, we will not take anything for granted. We will do all accordingly. Now that is one set of instructions that Vasishta has given to these people. Now he is giving another set of instructions. So this is to Sumantra as to who all should be invited to the yaga. So he is giving that instructions. ततः सुमन्त्रमाहूय वसिष्ठो वाक्यम् अब्रवीत् निमन्त्रयस्व नृपतीन् पृथिव्यां ये च धार्मिकाः ब्राह्मणान् क्षत्रियान् वैश्यान् शूद्रांश्चैव सहस्रशः समानयस्व सत्कृत्य सर्वदेशेषु मानवान्. So tatah, thereafter, after these people agree to Vasishta's words and they go away, then he calls upon Sumantra and tells Sumantra Mahuya, he calls Sumantra and tell Vasishtaha Vakyam Abravit, he tells these words. What does he say? Nimantrayasvan Nripatin Prithvivyam Yecha Dharmikaha, all the Dharmika kings in this Prithvi, on this earth, who all kings in this, on this earth who are Dharmikas, invite them. And then Cha, he is telling Yecha Dharmikaha, that means you invite Adharmikas also, Adharmika kings also you invite, that's the meaning. You invite all kings. So Dharmikaha, he is giving some special kind of focus. So Dharmikaha Nripatin Nimantrayasva. So all these Dharmika kings you invite. Dharmikascha, he is telling. So all the other kings also you. So what other? So Dharmika and others means so Adharmikas. So other kings also you invite. And then see, he is telling, so Brahmanan, Kshatriyan, Vaishyan, Shudran, Shtreva, Sahasrashaha, in thousands, all Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, everybody. So Sarva Desheshu Manavan, he should just be a human being. Such person you bring. So bring everybody on this earth, go and invite. That means if you go and invite the king, then the kingdom is included. So Samanayasva Satkritya, so with great respect, with great reverence, you invite them. So he's Sarva Desheshu. So in all the countries, all the kingdoms, you go and invite these people. And then now he's telling certain people, you personally go and invite. So other kings you might send invitations, but you personally you invite some people. So he's giving that list of people that Sumantra has to personally invite. So Mithiladhipatim Shuram Janakam Satyavadinam Pamanaya Mahabhagam Swayameva Susatkritam. So this Mithiladhipati is there, Janaka. So he is Shura, he's a great kind of person with great prowess, great warrior. That Janaka, his name is Janaka. So he is Satyavadinam, he is person who speaks truth, that Janaka. And then there is a line here which is not there in Tilaka Patha, but I am telling you, Nishthitam Sarva Shastreshu Tatha Vedeshu Nishthitam. So this Janaka is an expert in all Shastras, and he's an expert in Vedas also. So Vedeshu Nishthitam, Sarva Shastreshu Nishthitam. Such Janaka, you Tam Anaya Mahabhagam. Mahabhaga is a great person. So Mahabhagam Swayameva Tam Anaya. So you personally go and invite him. And how should you invite him? Susatkritam. So you pay your respects to him and invite him personally. Purvam, so another line for Janaka. So Purvam Sambandhinam Jnatva Tataf Purvam Bravimite. So why am I telling you Janaka's name first? Because he's Purvam, he's elderly. And then Sambandhinam, he's a good friend of Dasharatha. So he's a friend of Dasharatha and he's an elder person. So I am telling about him first. So Jnatva, having known these things, that he's a friend of Dasharatha and he's an elderly guy. So I am telling you first. Having known this, I am telling you first about मिथिलाधिपति, and then तथा काशीपतिं स्निग्धं सततं प्रियवादिनं सद्वृत्तं देवसंकाशं स्वयमेवानयस्वः. So तथा काशीपतिं, so this Kashi Raja, even today there is Kashi Raja. So this Kashi Raja is there in Ramayana, Kashi Raja you will find in Mahabharata. So seems to be a very old kind of lineage, and they claim like that also. Our lineage is coming from a long race. So that Kashi Raja also you personally go and invite. Tatha Kashipatim. So some pathas are Kashipatim. So here in this book it's Kashipatim. So Tatha Kashipatim Snigdham Satatam Priyavadinam. Snigdham means a very affectionate person, and Satatam Priyavadinam is a person who speaks also very nicely. Very kind words he speaks, and Sadvrittam, his activities are also very dharmic, or you can say his activities are also very kind of friendly towards Dasharatha. So Sadvrittam Deva Sankasham, he's as great as a king only, as great as a Devata only. So Kashi Raja is having a great place. Even in Mahabharata war you'll find. So Kashi Rajascha Vidyavan, so you'll find in Bhagavad Gita. So that Kashi Raja is Deva Sankar, is as equal to a Deva, so Devata himself. So such a Kashi Raja Swayamevanayasva. So you personally invite. Ha means indeed. So definitely you should personally go and invite that Kashi Raja also. तथा केकय राजानं वृद्धं परमधार्मिकं श्वशुरं राजसिंहस्य सपुत्रं तमिहानया. So तथा केकय राजा, so केकय राजा, this is Kaikeyi's father. So that Kekaya kingdom's raja, that Kekaya raja, he's vruddha, he's very old, and then Paramadharmika is a great dharmika person. Shwashuram, he's the father-in-law. Rajasimhasya Shwashuram, Rajasimha is Dasharatha, so that great king Dasharatha is a Shwashura. So Rajasimhasya Dasharatham, so it's like saying uska bhi baap hai, so he is father-in-law even of Dasharatha. So such a great person he is. So he also Saputram, along with his son, you personally invite him. And then Angeshwaram Maheshwasam Romapadam Susatkritam Vayasyam Rajasimhasya Saputram Tamihanaya. So Angeshwara, Angaraja, Romapada, Maheshwasa. So Romapada is his name, Maheshwasa is, so he has a great bow. So it means that he's a great warrior. So that Romapada also Susatkritam, pay your respects to him, nicely respect him, and him also you bring. So Saputram Tamihanaya, you bring him here, and he is Rajasimhasya Vayasyam. So he is the friend of that Dasharatha Raja. So that you bring him also. Tatha Kosala Rajanam Bhanumantam Susatkritam. So Tatha, then you bring also this Kosala Raja. Kosala Raja, I think, is Kausalya's father. So him also, his name is Bhanumanta. So him also you personally bring him Susatkritam. Magadhadipatim Shuram Sarvashastra Visharadam Praptignyam Paramodaram Satkritam Purusharshabham. So this Magadha Raja, Magadhadipati also, he is also a great warrior, Shura. So he is Sarvashastra Visharada, he knows all these Shastras, and then his name is Pratignyapta. Praptignya. So the Praptignya Raja also you bring him. He's Paramodara, very generous person, and Satkritam Purusharshabham. So Satkritam means Satkritam Anaya, I think. So you worship him and then bring him the Purusharshabham. So he's best amongst men. So such kind of Magadha Raja whose name is Praptignya, you invite him also. राज्ञशासनमादाय चोदयस्व नृपर्षभान् प्राचीनान् सिन्धु सौवीरान् सौराष्ट्रेयान्श्च पार्थिवान् दाक्षिणात्यान् नरेन्द्रांश्च समस्तान् आनयस्वः सन्ति स्निग्धाश्च ये चान्ये राजानः पृथिवीतले तानानय यथा क्षिप्रं सानुगान् सहबान्धवान् Etan Dutair Mahabhagair Anayaswa Nrupagnya. So now he's telling some other names of specific names of kings or areas. So these people you send dutas and invite. You don't have to invite them personally, but then see to it that you send dutas and invite them. So Etan Dutaihi means through messengers. You send messengers and you invite them. So Dutaihi Mahabhagaihi Anayaswa. So to great dutas you send them, and then Nrupagnya, by these you carry the messengers, you give them this message of this Maharaja Dasharatha and give them that message and then invite them. Who are those people? So Rajnya Shasanam Asadya. So Rajnyaha Shasanam is this Raja's Shasanam. So a letter. Shasanam is literally an order. Dasharatha is ordering that you have to invite, or that means he's inviting them. So Chodayaswan Riparshabhan, you push them into coming. So this Riparshabhan are great kings, you push them into coming by carrying this order of Dasharatha. Who are they? Prachinan. Prachinan are people, kings who are to the east direction of Ayodhya. So Ayodhya, if you see, so to the east of Ayodhya, all the eastern kingdoms he's telling. And then Sugandhan, Sauviran, Saurashtrayan cha Parthivan. So Sindhu Sauviran, Sindhu Sauviran Saurashtrayanscha. So these, now he's telling people in the west, so people who are in the Sindhu Desha, Sauvira Desha, Saurashtra Desha. Saurashtra is modern day Gujarat and Sindhu is so modern day Pakistan, that region. So these people, those kings also, you send messengers and invite. And Dakshinatyan people, kings who are there in the southern part of Ayodhya, which is South India and things like that. Southern part of Ayodhya, whether South India as close as this, I don't know. Maybe there are kings there also, but then it was Dandakaranya back then. By the time of Mahabharata, all these Andhra kings are all there. So by the time of Ramayana, I don't know. Anyway, Dakshinatyan, Narendran. So these southern kings, them also you invite. Samastan Anayaswa. So all these kings, kings to the south of Ayodhya, kings to the west of Ayodhya, kings to the east of Ayodhya, and then kings to the north of Ayodhya, he specifically mentioned. Anyway, Kekai Raja and things like that. So them also, you please invite all of them. Santi snigdhascha ye chanye rajanah prithvi tale. So on this face of the earth, all kings, whoever are there left over in this list that I told you, all those kings also you invite. Santi snigdhascha. Snigdha means those people who are very affectionate towards Dasharatha. All those kings you invite. Tan anaya yatha kshipram sanugan sahabandhavan. So all of them quickly you invite them, because there's not much time. Invite them quickly. How will you invite them? Ask them to come along with their family and or along with their kind of retinue. So sanugan means people who follow them, the retinue, and sahabandhavan along with those family members. Let them come, and then for these people you send the dutas and invite them. Let me just take 5 or 10 more minutes and finish this sarga. There's not much to say except details to give, so I will finish this sarga with your permission. So Vasishtha Vakyam Tachrutva Sumantrasparitam Tada Yadishat Purushanstatra Rajnyam Anayane Shubhan. So Vasishtha Vakyam, Tat Vasishtha Vakyam Shrutva, having heard these words of Vasishtha, Sumantra, so quickly, Sumantra Tvaritam, Tada means thereafter, very quickly. What does he say? Vyadishat, what does he do? Vyadishat. So he instructs these messengers and people like that. He calls them and instructs them. Purushan, these messengers, Rajnyam Anayane Shubhan Vyadishat. So he sends out these people for the sake of inviting these great kings who have to come from many places. So then Swayameva hi dharmatma prayato munishasanat sumantras tvarito bhutva samanetum mahamatihi. Swayameva hi dharmatma, this dharmatma Sumantra, he himself also now prayataha, he also goes out to, because Vasishtha told these people you have to personally invite, so he also goes out to invite those personally people. Munishasana, because of the order of Vasishtha. Sumantraha tvarito bhutva samanetum mahimati, samanetum prayataha. So this Sumantra very quickly, so he acts upon the instruction quickly, and then he goes out to call or invite all these people. तेज कर्मांतिका सर्वे वसिष्ठाय महर्षये सर्वं निवेदयन्ति स्म यज्ञे यदुपकल्पितम्. So these karmantikas, so these people, that list of people whom he instructed to do some things, those people now come back to Vasishtha and they tell him, as has been ordered by you, all those things we have done. Teja karmantika sarve vasishtaya maharshaye nivedayanti. They report back. Nivedayanti means they report back to the Vasishtha. Sarvam yajne yadupakalpitam. So all that they have done for the sake of the yajna, as has been instructed by Vasishtha, they come and report back to them. Then tatah prito dvijashreshthah tan sarvan munirabravit. So the Dvijashrestha, that great Vasishtha, he tells, he is very happy that these people have done what has been told to them, and then he tells these following words. And then again another quotable quote. So avajnayana datavyam kasyachit leelaya piva. Same thing what he has said earlier. Nothing you should give avajnaya, so not avajnaya, avajnayana datavyam. You should not give anything without respect, and you should definitely not give anything with kind of slighting attitude. Leelaya you should not give, and then avajnaya you should not give with kind of. So when you have to do danam, you have to, and it is true also. So danam is not for the sake of the pratigrihita. Danam is something that uplifts the data. So it gives some benefit to the person who accepts it, that is different. But then the reason why danam is imposed by Shastra is to uplift you and not to uplift the what should I say? So the pratigrihita. It's not to uplift that person. Danam is ordained by the Shastra to uplift you. So that kind of reverential attitude you should have when you are doing any activity that you are doing. You should be like that. So that is what Vasishtha is telling. Avajnaya nadatavyam. You should not give anything with kind of so slighting attitude. And then leelayapi you should not give. So you should not have disrespect when you are doing this danam. Avajnaya kritam hanya dataram natra samshayaha. So if you do anything which such kind of slighting, So avagnya here means, I mean, you should not take anything for granted. You should keep the Shruti Vidhi in mind and do like that. If you don't do like that, then Dataram Hanyat. So it will definitely kill the Data. That means it will definitely not give the results that the Data wants. So Natra Samshaya, there's no doubt about this. So that means if you give anything without, but if you do anything by taking things for granted without keeping the Shastra Vidhi in mind, then it will definitely not give result to the person who's performing it. ततः कैश्चिदहोरात्रैरुपयाता महीक्षितः बहूनि रत्नान्यादाय राज्ञो दशरथस्यः. Tataha, thereafter, after all these things have been done, then these arrangements are made. Sumantra goes and invites people, and then Tataha means thereafter, after all this has happened, in some days, Ahoratra. So Kaishchid Ahoratraihi, in some days. So Ahoratra means day and night. After some days and nights have passed away, so these people have come. Upayata Mahikshitaha Dasharathasya Ratnanyadaya Bahuni Ratnanyadaya Rajnyaha Dasharathasya. So these Mahikshita, these great kings, have come after some days. They have come, and how have they come? They didn't come empty-handed. So Bahuni Ratnanyadaya. So they brought great ratnas and things like that. So what is it called? So great treasure. They came, and then to give to the, they came with all this treasure to give it to the king. So Rajnyaha Dasharathasya, to that king, to Dasharatha, they gave all these things. Tato Vasishta Suprito Rajanam idam abravit upayata naravyaghra Rajanastava Shasanat. So Vasishta then goes and reports to Dasharatha that Vasishta Suprita, he is very happy, and then Rajanam idam abravit, he tells these words to Dasharatha. What does he say? Upayata naravyaghra. Naravyaghra is, hey, best amongst people. So hey Dasharatha, Upayata, Rajanaha, all these kings who have been invited have come. Tava Shasanat, because of your invitation, they have all come. Mayapi Satkrita Sarve Yatharham Rajasattama, all those kings who have come according to the protocol, I have also gone and visited them, and then respected according to whatever they respects. I mean, according to the protocol. So according to the protocol, I have gone and visited them also. And then यज्ञियञ्च कृतं सर्वं पुरुषैः सुसमाहितैः निर्यातु च भवान् यष्टुं यज्ञायतनमन्तिकात्. So यज्ञियञ्च कृतं सर्वं पुरुषैः सुसमाहितैः. Yajniyam is this, for the sake of this yajna, these bhavana, this yajnashala and things like that have been constructed. So yajnyancha kritam sarvam purushaihi susamahitaihi. These people, all your employees, your staff, people whom you have appointed to work on these things, they have nicely worked upon it and constructed these buildings that are required. And then niryatumcha bhavan yashtum yajnayatanam antikat. So you also, now it is time for you to enter that yajnashala. So this niryatu cha bhavan yashtum, for the sake of performing this yajna, you bhavan, you, what you should do, you should enter now the yajnashala. Yajnayatanam is yajnashala. Antikat means the yajnashala which is close by. So they are there already, perhaps on the northern banks, and then Dasharath and Vasishta is telling you enter that yajnashala. There's 4 more shlokas. Let me finish. So sarva kamair upahritair upetam vai samantataha drashtum arhasi rajendra manaseva vinirmitam. So Vasishta is praising the arrangements made by those people. So sarva kamair upahritaihi upetam. So that yajnashala and all those arrangements there, how are they? They are as though all that you desire are already there. I mean, everything that people need, it's already there. In such a way, it has been constructed samantataha. So very nicely, comprehensively, it has been constructed, and then you have to see it. So he's saying drashtum arhasi. It is something that is worthy to be seen by you. So drashtum arhasi Rajendra manaseva vinirmitam, as though they have constructed this in such kind of, so they say on war footing. So they have constructed it so quickly, as though manaseva, as though they have just thought about it and it has been created. So manaseva vinirmitam is, it has been created by their minds, as though. So it has become like that. That means they created very nicely according to all that is required. They have created, and they have created very quickly also. तो तथा वसिष्ठवचनाद् ऋष्यशृङ्गस्य चोभयोः दिवसे शुभनक्षत्रे निर्यातो जगतीपतिः. तथा, thereafter, so Vasishtha Vachanat, by the words of Vasishtha, by the words of Rishyashringa, and then by the words of both of them together. So Vasishtha Vachanat, Rishyashringasya Vachanat, Bhayoho Vachanat. So by the words of Vasishtha, by the words of Rishyashringa, and by the words of both of them together, what did he do? Divase Shubha Nakshatre, on a particular auspicious day, which had an auspicious nakshatra, on such a day. So Govinda Raja is going into detail. So it seems it was a Saumya Vasara, that is a Monday, and then Rohini Nakshatra, such a day. this person Niryataha Jagatipatihi. That means this Jagatipati, great king, he entered that Yajnashala. Then Tato Vasishtha Pramukha Sarva Eva Dvijottamaha Rishya Shringam Puraskritya Yajna Karmarabhanstada. So Tataha, thereafter, after Dasharatha enters the Yajna Bhumi, Vasishtha Pramukhaha Sarve Dvijottamaha, all those Dvijas, all those great Brahmanas, Vasishtha and others, they started the Yajna Karmarabhan Arabhanstada. Thereafter, they started the Yajna, and how did they start? They kept Rishya Shringa in front of them. That is, Rishya Shringa was leading all the Yajna kind of karmas. They started the Yajna. Yajnavatam Gata Sarve Yatha Shastram Yatha Vidhi Shrimanscha Sahapatni Bhi Raja Dikshamupa Vishat. So these people have started. So this Yajnavatam Gata Sarve Yatha Shastram Yatha Vidhi has to go along with the previous shloka. That is, they started the Yajna having entered that Yajnashala. So according to the Shastra and according to the Vidhi, they have entered and they have started the Yaga. And now that the Yaga also has started, so Shriman, the Shriman Dasharatha, what did he do? Sahapatni bhi Raja Shriman Raja, this Dasharatha, along with his wife, Diksha Mupavishet. So he also undertook the Yajna Diksha. So that is there. This Yajaman will do the Sankalpa and he will be sitting there. And then the Purohitas will be doing, all the Brahmanas, Ritviks will be doing the work. And then at time to time they will say, now you have to come and do this. He will come and do that, and then again he will go back and sit. That is the Diksha. You should not speak to anybody. And in Somayaga you have such Diksha. So you have to consume, you have to sit there and consume, you have to wear white clothes and consume milk and things like that. And then you and the wife will sit there. So along with wife, he entered into this, he took up this Diksha. So that is this Sarga. Ityarshe Srimad Ramayane Valmikiye Adi Kavye Balakande Trayodasha Sargaha. Om यत्र यत्र रघुनाथ कीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकम्. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरिः ॐ तत्सत्. श्रीरामार्पणमस्तु. So if you have anything